If you're looking at this video, you might have some Hyperflash problems on your Harley like I had on my 2010 Street Glide. I did an LED turn signal upgrade and my bike went into Hyperflash, which is when your blinkers turn on and off about 3 times as fast as they should. I had to buy a load stabilizer, which I got from Badlands. This one I got off of eBay, and even though it had been previously opened, but the seller sold a lot of these, so I was okay with it and it worked just fine. Here's the model number. There's different types of load stabilizers. There are different types of companies put them out. This one is by Badlands. I've used Badlands products before and they work just fine. All you do is you separate the Molex connectors that I have in my hand there on your lighting system under your seat, and you just install inline. Here's what Hyperflash looks like. That's my turn signal upgrades, and then it goes into Hyperflash. All you do is remove your seat. This seat's from Saddleman, so it takes it's a little harder to get off than a stock seat. I'm using a 7/16 inch wrench, and here I'm putting a magnet on the end of the wrench, so for the last couple turns, if I lose the nut, it'll stick to the magnet. Find your lighting system Molex connector right here, and all it is inline plug and play. Just connect the male to the female part and vice versa. When you plug it in, make sure you hear the snap so it's engaged nice and tight. The hardest part of the installation is finding a spot to secure the electronic part of your load stabilizer. But you'll figure out a spot where it can tuck in easily, and then rearrange your wires and put your seat back in place. Super easy. By the way, that's a Saddleman seat, and I highly recommend Saddleman. They're a great company to deal with. Here's what your turn signal looks like when it's operating properly. So my load stabilizer is working just fine. If you upgrade your turn signals, keep in mind that you may need to buy one of these load stabilizers. I've read some things on the internet that you can turn your emergency flashers on for 30 seconds or a minute, and that somehow reprograms your computer. That didn't work with my bike. I understand you can take the later model bikes to the dealership and they will reflash your computer to accommodate the to correct the Hyperflash. For me, I just went with the load stabilizer, and I didn't know if a dealer could reflash mine or not. I just went with the load stabilizer and put it on. So if you're considering an upgrade to your turn signals, just keep in mind that you might need a load stabilizer. You might talk to the dealership to find out whether you need one or not. But if you do get Hyperflash, it is a solvable problem. Anyway, ride safe, and I hope this video helps.